decline. We not aligned, not combined. I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open-minded.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
On 2nd down, it's Hawkins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
On 1st down, Hawkins.
Oh!
Still going. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Check 52. Check 24. Check 24.
On second down now. It's Hawkins, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Airing this one out for Evans. It got his man complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 3rd and 20, and no surprise, the defense in the dime. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, it's Hawkins. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Hawkins. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lance now to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll try the left side. It's Hawkins, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8. Throwing now is Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Lance. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now here's Mahomes. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Looking downfield for Godwin. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Flush to his right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
Lance now on first down.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hawkins. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
They'll try the left side. It's Hawkins. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we're at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I'd just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game. Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big time sack.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let one go deep for Howard. He's got a man, complete. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Now a toss left side for Dobbins.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. That'll be caught. It's the tight end Howard. Touchdown. O.J. Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Lance looking to throw it. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And taken right at the 35. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's a give to Dobbins. Able to fight through one tackle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. J.K. Dobbins. His 14th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
86 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Hawkins. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. It's Hawkins. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
There he goes, right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Off of play action, here's Lance. Flushed out right. He's got Mason complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. This is caught by Hawkins. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 71 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. To throw, it's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Throwing again on second down. Lance. It's complete to Robinson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Shotgun now for Lance. Flush to his right. That's caught at the 3. And they'll let that play, the completed pass, stand as they decline the penalty.
So do you get the sense they like their defense?
Yeah, they wanted that next down to come up.
Yeah, they weren't worried about the yardage there at all. Just what you said. Let the downs trickle away.
Second and goal from the 1. And Lance now to throw. This is caught. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
They've got
Take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.